78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty ldbc, Lions Den boxing community. For those who don't know, now you know. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe, also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. If you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. All right, y'all. We're a week away from Undisputed at 147. Long anticipated fight between Errol Spence Jr., the unified welterweight champion, versus Terence Crawford, the WBO welterweight champion. All right. These guys have a monster on the loose. They have something waiting for them. Goes by the name of Jaron Ennis, who is the IBF mandatory for the winner of that fight. Right now, he's currently Errol Spence's mandatory, but of course, Errol Spence has business to take care of with Terence Crawford. Whoever wins the fight will be under great pressure to defend their title versus Boots. Now, Errol Spence and Crawford have a rematch clause that will take precedent over the mandatory challenger Boots. And I think boxing fans in general will understand that, and it won't be a problem, okay? I've heard Jaron Ennis' father and trainer, Bozy Ennis, say that if they have a rematch, they'll do it without the IBF title. He says that I guess they're going to force the IBF, to give them the title, after this rematch. I think that's a mistake from Bozy Ennis and Team Ennis. Let me tell you why. I understand the need to be champion, but what good is it to have the belt if nobody believes you're the champion? What good is it to take the IBF title if you don't fight the guy who's the undisputed champion? You would just be looking like a paper champion. It doesn't do you any good just to have the belt and pay a sanctioning fee. You're paying a sanctioning fee for when you're not getting the props and the respect you deserve anyway. People respect Boots right now. Getting that belt from a guy you didn't beat is not going to help Jaron Ennis. But I think the best move for Boots is to let this play out. Everybody knows you are who you are. Everybody knows you got next. They're not going to fight nobody other than you. What you need to do, if I'm Boots' team, is wait for Crawford Spence to play out, right? If there is a rematch, okay, let them fight the rematch. And then you fight the winner for Undisputed. This is why I say that. If you let it play out, you're not just fighting for the IBF title. You're fighting for all 4 belts. One guy for all of the straps. Now, everybody in the welterweight division got to come through you if they even think about being a champion, right? If you go the other route and just be thirsty to get the IBF belt just to say I'm a champion, you're going to have every promotional company fighting for one of their guys to get one of those vacant titles, all right? That's what you're going to have. Everybody's going to be fighting to get those belts, and it's going to be a big mess. And now you got to deal with the politics across the street, this and that, arguing with people about purses and all that kind of stuff, when if you could do a one-hitter quitter, you see? Now, both Errol Spence and Terence Crawford were asked in the last few weeks about Jaron Ennis and his threat and would they be interested in fighting him. Both of them have said yes. Errol Spence Jr. most recently said he respects Ennis. Boots is he's a live dog and all that stuff. And he said for the right price he'll fight anybody. You know what I mean? He said he don't mind fighting Boots. For the right price he'll fight anybody. So what that tells me is, while 147 is extremely hard for Errol Spence to make, and it's not fun, for the right price he will sacrifice his body to do that. Similar to what Devin Haney's been saying. Okay, it's very hard for him to make 135, but if you look, if I'm going to fight Tank Davis, not going to make life-changing money, I think I can be uncomfortable. Now, I'm not going to keep doing this for some chump change. You offering me a couple $1 million, and I'm going to do all this sacrifice. Nah, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But for some life-changing money, for a huge payday, of course I would do it. So Errol Spence is saying he would do it, okay? So we got to keep that in mind. Terence Crawford, is saying he would do it. Now, Terence Crawford, initially, I thought that he was going to go up to 154 if he were to beat Errol Spence. I thought he would move up to 154 and challenge Jermell Charlo, but Jermell Charlo is on to Canelo Alvarez. Jermell Charlo was moved up to 168 to fight Canelo Alvarez. We don't know how that fight's going to turn out. It's a very extremely dangerous fight for Jermell Charlo, despite no matter how we feel about, I got to support Charlo and all that kind of stuff. This is an extremely dangerous fight to go up 2 weight classes. Weight classes in boxing are here for a reason. You can't be blinded and talking about, but at the end of the day, Charlo has a opportunity to prove his theory correct. Charlo says before that race don't matter in boxing, it's about skills. Size don't matter, it's about skills. So he's going to have a chance to prove his theory correct. Now, I'll be rooting for Jermell Charlo, but it's going to be extremely difficult uphill battle to go up and fight somebody like Canelo Alvarez, who's highly skilled and is used to taking punches from bigger guys and can pop himself. So we're going to find out what the truth is. Now, as for Crawford and Spence and Boots, I think that after these guys get done with each other, this is Boots' best chance to beat one of them, all right? Because I'm a firm believer that Boots wasn't ready to fight Terence Crawford or Errol Spence last year. I think that either one of those guys would have beat him. I think either one of those guys will beat him right now. Now, going forward, we don't know what these guys are going to take out of each other. If this fight between Crawford and Spence is what I think it's going to be, which is an all-time classic, okay? At least the first fight, I think it's going to be an all-time classic. If they have a rematch, it might be a little more reserved. But the first one, I think it's going to be a war. I think so. And we don't know what they're going to take out of each other, right? We don't know what they're going to have left, all right? That's Boots' best opportunity, best chance to come in here and become the new king, the young lion that dethrones and runs off the old lion from the pride. You know what I'm saying? It's his best opportunity to do it. But I think he should wait. I really do. I think he should be patient. He's been patient all this time. I really believe Boots should be patient and not be thirsty for that IBF title. Because if you get the IBF title like that, it's not going to hold the weight. He's not going to satisfy Boots the way he thinks it is. Okay, you got the belt in your house. You get to take pictures with it. You know what I'm saying? And you got to pay a sanctioning fee for this title. But nobody, when people see you, when reporters say congratulations, they don't see you as the real champ, though. See what I'm saying? They don't see you as the real champ. That's just my opinion, bro. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just my opinion. I think that Boots should wait. Let this whole thing between Crawford and Spence play out. I think you should just hold on to your IBF mandatory spot. I think Boots should be looking for guys like Stan Jonas. Stan Jonas don't have an opponent no more since Virgil Ortiz is a sickly guy. So he needs to step in, fight Stan Jonas. You get past Stan Jonas, and then by that time you should be ready to fight either Keith Thurman or Ugas. You know what I'm saying? You fight one of them guys, slay them, and by that time Crawford and Spence should be over with or almost over with their saga. That's just my opinion. And I think from there, Jaron Boots Ennis has a reign of terror that lasts at least 4 or 5 years in the welterweight division before anybody can see him. Just my opinion. 7 Day Sports TV, salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe, turn on your notification bell. I'm a part of here, though. Deuces.